Asan, I can't hear you. Maybe you did. So thank you so much for coming back this afternoon. This session will be very, very, very short, and then we get to the fun stuff of seeing the city. So we will have an award ceremony for Pico CTF. But before that, I would like to just introduce what the program is, and then I will call juniors to handle the Morocco mini CTF. So you've seen this before when Asan was making the presentation, maybe in another format. These are the 7 pillars that we work in. This particular program is what is highlighted there in, I think it's purple, and it's capacity building. The first program for capacity building was presented just before lunch by Andrew. This is the second one. And this program has actually been running for the last 12 years and targeting high school and undergraduate students. So that is how the platform looks. It's an online platform, open for everyone, created by Carnegie Mellon University upon Capture the Flag framework. I hope everyone understands the concept. And the idea here is to employ a hands-on strategy. So CTFs, hackathons, what we are doing these days to ramp up the skills. We are today, this year 2024, we are in 36 countries. And who can participate? There is no age limit on this platform. Anyone can practice. It is open throughout the year. It's online. And it's free. And the only thing the student, who's anyone really, needs is a working computer with an operating system and a browser. That's it. So this is the slide that I will stop at, just to explain that this is actually a very comprehensive program, that is according to us, where we look at the 6 items and what we've been challenged today, and even Ismail mentioned it earlier, the fact that the laws need to be incorporated as the students are learning. So we look at, number 1, we look at introduction to cybersecurity and define it. And then we look at the ethics and laws, that is national laws and international laws. And most of the time we do this with an authoritative government institution to deliver this content. And then we have technical training, which I'll cover in the next slides. And then we do career paths. I think Professor Hanan mentioned this today when she said that cybersecurity, we need to know that cybersecurity is beyond hacking. There are so many careers that we can look into it, and I think the Cybersecurity Club is here. You remember my challenge that there's so much you can do. And then there's a lady, I remember when I spoke to the Cybersecurity Club on Wednesday night, there's a lady she's here in AUI, and she's a business major. And she was in the Cybersecurity Club, and she was asking me, how can I do cybersecurity when I'm doing business? And therefore, we had that discussion of connecting cybersecurity to business. Then we look at sustainability. One of the things we are going to do is to see how we can work long-term with the Cybersecurity Club here by enabling them with tools, computing power, all that, to be able to become better engineers. And then, of course, there's the competition, sort of a bigger version of what we've had today. On the technical content, this is what we cover. We look at general skills, so we know the Linux, Python, basic programming, functions, structures, data structures. Then we look at cryptography as a tool for privacy, all the things we're saying here today, security, privacy. Then we look at web technologies. Everyone is moving web. We look at reverse engineering, binary exploitation, and digital forensics. So the program has 2 things, a training and competition. We're in the training phase, and it happens in October to March. And what we do, basically, we look at these 3 things: introducing young learners, excite them about cybersecurity and related careers, and then how to do these skills in safe environments. Believe me, we tell them not to try these skills on the central banks of the country. That is lethal. They will be caught. We all know this, that they will definitely be caught. Then, of course, we mentor them into doing the CTF, which runs every year for the last 12 years. We are running into the 13th month in March 2025, and we attract about 20,000 students from all over the world playing the CTF. So without further ado, I would like to invite juniors to present statistics from the CTF that we held yesterday from 10 to 2 p.m., 4 hours, and how they performed in that.
Okay, hello everyone again. Let's go through the competition and the outcomes quickly. Let me get this. Okay, so yeah, while we were busy with the awesome. While we were busy with the conference and all the activities here, there was a mini CTF happening in closed doors where we have participants. We had a pretty huge interest, 90 registration from 15 plus schools and universities across the country. And they did amazing, to be honest, in general. And it was a challenge for 4 hours. And you will see in the result that some people did not need 4 hours at all. So we have 5 winners. Maybe some of them are from this school. I don't know. Maybe. So let's quickly go through it, okay? Obviously, if some of the winners are in the room, as soon as you see your name on the screen, I would like to invite you to join me here. And yeah, let's talk about winners. So, yeah, by the way, the winners will get the prizes include some Pico CTF swag, as well as cybersecurity courses to allow them to pursue what they like more in cybersecurity and get more hands-on experience. So the top 5. Number 5 is Imad Zahli from NCS. I don't... Oh, really? Amazing. Right? Absolutely. Then this particular person completed maximum score. All of the top 5 actually achieved maximum score. So we had to decide based on who was fastest, okay? So number 5, maximum score, but in 3 hours and 55 minutes. Number 4, still an NCS, Ahmed. I mean... Congratulations. And number 3 is from Ensa, Ujda. Do you have people from Ujda here? Who completed in 3 hours and 6 minutes. That's impressive. Number 2, Al-Hawa. Please come forward. So, I would like Professor Umar to come and help us award the... Congratulations. And the winner, can you guess? What school could that be? I would bet Carnegie Mellon University. Okay, we are not in Morocco. So the winner is... Niza El Gantus. He completed in 1 hour and 14 minutes out of 4 hours. Hassan, please come help me. So, Congratulations to all the winners. And yeah, see you in the competition next year.
Actually, what Omar was asking me is, he was asking me about the score. Yeah, so it's about the score. So all these 5 solved all the challenges that we advertised. When you have everyone getting to the finish line on time, within the 4 hours, and they solved everything, we have to introduce a third factor. Is who's the Kenyan there? I'm talking about Olympics. Or who's the, or is that, we are talking football. Yeah. So context, who is the Berlin Marathon winner? So we have to introduce a factor of time. So who gets there first? And then when we get people who tie, which rarely happens in the computing world because we can filter it down to the nanosecond, then we get our winner. So congratulations to all the players. Now we will like to invite you to battle 20,000 participants in March 2025 from the 12th to the 26th. It's a 2 weeks long battle. The fastest person is the winner. The fastest team of 5, okay? All right, so we are coming to the end of the program today. And first of all, on behalf of the MCs that have been with us from yesterday, I would like to thank all of us for the contribution. I would like to congratulate you all for the resilience that you've had for the 2 days, even after the heavy lunches. And I would also want to thank our speakers who have, really enlightened us for the 2 days. And for the 2 speakers, the ones that I have not spoken to, I have a little something. That was the second award ceremony. So I have some glass items that I would like to give to you as a token of appreciation. So without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Hassan, who will give his closing remarks, and then hand it over to Dr. Omar, who will also usher us to the bus. All right, thank you.
Wow. I think that in June, July, 5 months ago, we came here, we talked with the team, and we decided that we are going to have this. I could not imagine how this would be at that time. And I'm wow because we have had 2 wonderful days. And I'm talking out of emotions. So yeah, so we really, really want to thank everyone. All the people who have traveled across the continent to come. All the people who have traveled across the country to be with us. And everyone who has really taken their time and be with us for 2 days. We really, really appreciate your time and the contribution to this event. We went really beyond our expectations. And I would like to really thank the team who has been behind this. Maybe, Omar, I will wait for you here, and then when you come, we'll call the team, because this team has done a wonderful job, and we really need to appreciate them. So, but yeah, so on behalf of everyone, on behalf of Carnegie Mellon University, the Upansi Network, we really would like to thank you all. This could not have been an achievement without your contribution, your time, your generosity in sharing your ideas. We have had wonderful discussions with everyone here. And this is definitely not the end of it. We'll take what we have been talking about, we'll put it in a document, and we'll hold ourselves accountable for what next. We should not meet and greet and say bye. What we have been talking about in this room for the last 2 days are important for the continent. We have been talking about things that can affect our lives. We need to act. We cannot just talk. We have been talking about the digital transformation of Africa, and we all agree that we cannot be behind. People were saying we cannot be left behind, and then we agreed that it's not even what we should be looking for. We should be leading this. So we cannot do that by just talking. We need to act. So what I am calling myself and calling upon everyone else here is, when we meet next, let's look at each other and say, what did we do? What did we do to better protect our children, our mothers, our sisters? What did we do to make sure that we are living a world that is better protected? A world that is more efficient, because we have come up with better technological solutions to help people, but better protected because we have developed solutions that will help actually protect our systems. So let's not just live and forget about this. Let's live with the message that we need to act. We have talked about so many dramatic scenarios that could happen, that if we don't act, when we look at ourselves next, we should say that we are part of the problem. So instead of being part of the problem, let's be part of the solution by acting. So with this, I would like to close, call Omar and wait for you here, and then we'll call the people who have been working behind the scenes for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Hassan, for your moving speech. And it's hard to give a speech after this wonderful one, but yeah, I'll do my best. It's a real pleasure to be with you, dear colleagues and friends. We lived inspiring moments together. Personally, the way it went exceeded my expectations. We worked hard, and me too, I would like to acknowledge the Pantagruelian work done by our dear friends from CMU Africa, Dr. Hassan, Mrs. Lena, and their talented team. I would like to congratulate my dear colleagues, super women, I would say, Dr. Shakiri, Mrs. Najla, Sabir, and Mrs. Iman. Yeah. I remember a few days ago, I told the ladies if this symposium were to have a second name, it would be the Three Ladies Symposium. Yeah. Huda, Lena, and Najla. I still remember some lessons learned, pertinent ones throughout this symposium. I will mention some of them. I still remember when Mr. President gave his speech. He talked about his inspiring speech, actually. He talked about so many things. I would go back to this multidisciplinary aspect of cyber security. And this is why we are here, and this is why we made sure to have participants from different perspectives and different backgrounds. I remember the thought-provoking speech of Mrs. Ambassador. One of the things she mentioned is the nature of threats that transcend borders, and this is why the countermeasures should also transcend borders, and this is what we are doing here. I remember. Do you remember, dear friends, the group discussions we've had, the 4 topics, and maybe a takeaway message is that there is a good, solid, and strong basis, yet, so at the level of the continent, yet there is still much to do and a long way to go. I remember the wonderful panel moderated by Huda. And who remembers one word from that panel? Do you remember that word from the panel? One word. Trust. It was trust. Yeah, it was trust. and the government guy. And the government guy. Yeah. And of course, all the other inspiring talks from our friends and colleagues from the different universities. Yeah, I would like to congratulate and thank them all. Am I missing? Did I miss something? Of course, I would, but thank you very much. Second edition. I would like to see you all here next year. Inshallah, it should become a habit. You're all most welcome. Your second home, Ifran and Al-Akhawain University. Thank you for all your positive vibes, for the humane dimension beyond technicalities, beyond cybersecurity and digital identity. Yeah. So, yeah, please, come over.
So,
come over.
The team. So Lena Olive, in fact, who hasn't seen an email from Olive, especially the international people. Olive, we want you here.
Huda,
Huda, definitely.
Najla,
Eva,
Olive,
Monica.
Monica.
Of course. We appreciate the directions on taking pictures. Who else we have this? Zero, of course, yeah. Yeah.
We'd like the guys to be up.
We can be down.
Yeah, I know.
Yalla mshoush, yalla.
Yes, so I think that we really, this team deserves. What are you doing there? Come on. Hey, man, come. And of course, our appreciation. Talk about gender balance. Yes, we talk about gender balance. We seem to be the main minority, but this is what happens when you give the woman the work. But yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone for your time and your generosity. Thanks to Al Ahaway.
And thank you very much indeed for our translation.
Oh, yes. And we have the media team. The media team.
The media team, ITS.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Lona,
Yeah.
next.
Najla? The tour. The tour? Yeah. I'm not doing an award, it's just walking to them and giving them out.
We're walking to them and giving them, okay. It's the first one. Okay.
So it's Gabriel.
They're getting Bitcoin.